puesta pa' ti, tú te me quitas. Diablo, que piquete la chamaquita. El corazón lo puso en la neverita. Dice que este verano se queda solito.
My name is Angel, and I'm going to talk about my speaking. The first part is to describe a photo. The photo is this. As you can see in the photo, it's a girl lying in her bed, and she's seeing her clock. And I think by her face that she's late. She's overwhelmed. What is happening is that the girl has get up instantly, and she's watching her clock, and I think she's thinking that she's late. I think she feel overwhelmed or a bit frustrated about not getting up on time. About her things, I think that the most important in what she thinks is that she's gonna be not gonna be on time, and she could be embarrassed about that. I think she should do, or what she should do is to get up instantly and to try to go where she didn't go because she fell asleep, and if it doesn't matter, to go and run. Also, the other day I was talking with my parents, and in the conversation, I think, do we get the enough amount of sleeping? And by my own opinion, I think not, because, for example, I'm studying bachillerato as you, and for example, if I don't have enough time in the day, I have two kids, and it's less time to sleep in the night. So I think I don't have the enough amount. What do you think?
Oh, I think that sleep is so important and stay in the bed because we do a lot of types of exercise and activity and we need to stay a lot of time in our bed. I suggest you studying early, for example, 4 or 5 p.m. and try to go to bed about 10, 11 and try to do some exercise to get tired and go to bed quiet.
Oh,
That makes it. No lo sabías, ¿no?
después recortar.
Last question. What do you think that prevent us to sleep enough time in our bed?
I think there's many things. Like, for example, nowadays we have technology that is a massive waste of time. For example, there are many addictions that do that we sleep less. And I think that we have, if we hasn't got a good routine of sleeping, we sleep less the next day. For example, with a siesta, so the night is less good. What do you think?
I agree with you, and I think that another reason could be the dinner, because if we eat so much, we can eat the food correctly, and we don't sleep enough time in the bed.
Yes. More about this topic, what do you think about if we all need the same amount of sleeping?
Oh, it's a good question because if we compare old people with teenagers, they sleep different time. For example, we must to do many types of activities and exercise, and we are so tired, and they have more free time, and they can spend a lot of time in the bed.
Oh, I totally agree with you, and I like more the idea about, for example, fitness people that need more energy, so they have to sleep more. For example, in comparison with us, that we don't do that much of exercise, so we need less energy.
It's a good example too.
I know.
How does it affect you if you don't sleep correctly?
I think the main reason is the energy you have in the day. For example, if you have to pay attention in class, if you don't have the necessary energy, you can fall asleep. That is a bad idea. For example, in class, that you, it's not that you don't like, so, only that you only less pay attention, you can fall asleep. That I say that is a bad idea.
Yes, yeah, I totally agree with you. overall in physical activities because we feel tired and exhausted. And I think that it's so important for us to sleep the correct hours in our day.
Also, summing up this conversation, what do you usually do before go to bed?
Personally,
Yes.
well, I always try to read a bit before going to sleep because I feel exhausted about all the day, and it's helped me to relax and think about all the things that had happened all over the day. And you?
Oh, I don't read a lot like you, but I always have a shower. For example, I have basketball since 6 to 8, and I arrive at my home at 9 or like that. So I have shower, then I put my pajama, and then I go to sleep. It's what I like.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Ay, realmente, ¿tú qué haces? ¿Fumas porro mientras vas de...?
I'm in my third part of the speaking. I'm in the interview, and my partner is going to ask some questions to me, and I'm going to respond it. Well, when you want.
What time do you usually get up in the morning?
Well, I normally get up at more or less 7:30 because I have to arrive to school at 8:30. So I need more or less an hour to be there.
What time do you go to bed?
To go to bed, normally depends on the day because there's day that I'm more tired, there's day that I'm not, but normally it's around 11 or 12 o'clock.
What is your routine on weekdays?
On weekdays, well, it's depending on the day because, for example, at the morning till the Monday to Friday, I go to school since 8 to 3 o'clock, and then Mondays I have basketball. Wednesday I have basketball, and Thursday I have basketball. That are 2 hours of the evening, and at Tuesdays I have an English class to improve my English.
Okay. Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies? Well, yes. For example, basketball. That is one of the most things that I do because it's one of the things that I love. Because I'm in a basketball team since I was 6. I have been in a basketball team for 10 years, so it's my hobby.
Okay. What do you do for relaxation?
For relaxation, well, depends on what I'm overwhelmed about, but normally, for example, I use my mobile phone. Nowadays, it's one of the most things that I use because I have YouTube, TikTok, and all things for entertainment that I like to be relaxed.
What activities do you enjoy alone and what one with others?
Well, alone, for example, I like to read because it's one of the things that I don't want or I don't like to do with others. It's something that I think is more personal. Or to be relaxed on my bed, like lying on my bed and only thinking about my thoughts. For example, with others, I like to hang out, to go to for a pub with my friends, or to go to a walk. That is a thing that I like to do with my friends.
And the last question is, do you have any good or bad habits?
Well, I have bad habits. Like, for example, I like to hang out with my friends. So, for example, in Saturdays I go for a pubs or I go to dinner, and there are things that aren't a good habit. For example, Burger King or something like that that have many fats, or for example, Coke that have many sugar. And about good habits, I think yes, I do a lot of sport, and I think that I have a healthy diet because my parents do it for me. So that's my speaking. I hope you like it.